just finished off the silver bracket. Bronze was earlier. And we're here, top 32. 32 teams that fought their way in either clean sweeps or just barely making it through redemption are here to give it their all.
And unfortunately, that means we get Triggerfish Zone Supremacy on your screens. These 4 people have been put on your screens to play top 32 against Orca Ballestra.
Yeah, Triggerfish Zone Supremacy, Orca Ballestra. This is actually a rematch from a set they had played yesterday. Triggerfish Zones, I believe, they were able to secure the win. And they're back again, but this time on your screens.
And this time, they're facing each other again because it's a rematch. You totally said that, and it didn't occur to me until like
you said it.
5 seconds later. It's like,
oh,
this is just what Cactus said, and that is what I said. That's also a recap of what you said.
And that's a recap of what you and I said.
Dude, anyone transcribing this is going to have like their heads blown, mind blown. We're good start. Good start.
Fantastic start to the day. So let's talk about the first map pool we're going to. We're going to Clam Blitz on Barnacle and Dime. What are we thinking here, Nito? What are we thinking about this map?
It's Barneasel.
It's
Barneasel.
Yeah. Clam Blitz especially too. I mean, I feel like the clam locations that spawn are always near spawn, a couple in mid. You just build those power clams up, go right to the ramp, and then take it home from there.
It's collect clams, go up ramp, hit the basket, and it's profit. Clam Blitz is pretty simple. The good thing about Barnacle and Dime is that it's it's like a reverse hagglefish. Instead of going up, you're going down. So
yeah.
There's a lot of aggression, and aggression on their voices too as we start
game 1
of
ready.
top 32. Let's get things going.
Both these teams are raring to go. Take a look at these comps. Right away, we're seeing a fantastic comp coming out of Triggerfish Zone Supremacy. At least I think so. You might not, Nito, with Explode Bucket, Shot, and Junior. Ooh, what Orca Ballestra? What are they bringing out, Nito?
We've got a V-Shot, we've got an NZAP, we've got custom range, and a ballpoint. We don't see a lot of a ballpoint nowadays, and I know it's something I used to see, especially in the earlier stages of the game, but now you're going to certainly see more heavy edit, heavy edit, but Orca Ballestra are going to start things off with some Zuka, some Jets as well. Why not bring out all the specials to get things started? I remember a famous video game character said, why not use your strongest attacks first? So there's Orca Ballestra, and they're doing exactly that.
Yeah, I mean, Orca Ballestra's got a really strong opening right here, being able to get 2 of the players of Triggerfish down. But we do see Vapor here having a great opportunity with their range on the Expo to poke some players out. And something you want to really take advantage of is using your main weapon to poke them out, especially Cat being here on this ledge with the blaster. But we're going to see Squeak pop that cooler. We're going to see a Kraken come out as well. And this is going to be the first push for Orca Ballestra.
And that first clam goes through the basket. That's the first point of the game scored. And about minutes in, there's 2 players already going down from Triggerfish Zone Supremacy. Orca Ballestra looking very good here, going up to 71 remaining. They do have more clams to follow it up. Do they have any more clams after this? Maybe not. They do have someone bringing stuff in. But even then, Orca Ballestra is holding down the fort very well here. Going to 1 player, 2 players down. Triggerfish Zones, no response yet. 3 players down already. A delayed triple for Orca Ballestra, and they're continuing to get things rolling.
Yeah, it seems Triggerfish Zones can't find proper footing here. They keep getting, not only say wiped out, but staggered through their plays. And you have Orca Ballestra trading clams for their players going in and out to collect them all around the map. We see Femi backing up there to grab some. We see Langay up front. Pepe's unable to get the pick. They're going to just try to fight for some defense, but 1 sneaks past, and Orca Ballestra is 3 clams away, and they need 1 more. They got it! Orca Ballestra just secured a Game 1 win, push from 100 to 0, taking game number 1 in the set.
Okay, well, so
I was not familiar with their game.
No, we weren't familiar with their game. We're both Shaquille O'Neal right now. What is going on?
Wow.
Orca Ballestra, and it took a minute for us to get to the first score of the game, and it looked like it was still very slow, very neutral from there, and then all of a sudden Orca Ballestra, bye-bye. Bye-bye, TCS.
I mean, that was such a quick match.
Bye-bye, TCS.
I mean, that was didn't feel quick, obviously, but I mean, just they were able to stall that for so long. They were able to really hold a lot of that pressure with their specials, especially that opening with the Jet and the Kraken. Get those players out, make Vapor waste splashdown so far back where there's no opportunity to get any picks, and then you have the remaining players just kind of getting staggered. And I loved the synergy with Orca Ballestra there, trading players around to hold and grab clams. You don't see that often.
No, you don't see it on, especially even in high level. You do that synergy is so important because with high level play, it's always go go go. It's always like as soon as you get one advantage, as soon as you even get a pick or a special, it's just all guns blazing from there. So having that sort of synergy to take advantage of is going to be key here, and we're going to see if some of that comes out in this next game. Rainmaker on Undertow.
Absolutely.
Tower
Control Undertow.
Revealed to me at the right time too. Look at that.
We do see Triggerfish Zone holding some great pressure here, although Cappion's going to get one, looking for another pick, but the Zuka might take them out. If not, that Splat Bomb, it's going to be the Zuka. Orca Ballestra now having a little bit on the defense, but they're still holding forward, able to get Pepe out right away as that ball point. Again, like you said, earlier, a weapon that we don't see often, but in the right hand could do some severe damage. And here's the inkjet by Femi looking for another, but nothing happens.
So here's the interesting thing about Triggerfish Zones. They use DRF as more of a support playing Tri-Slosher. I can see a bit of aggression there from DRF, but unfortunately they go down. Orca Ballestra still holding things down here, just as we saw in that previous game, except now they've got a bigger lead, and they got even sooner. At about 50 minutes into the game, this lead may be getting a little slow. Maybe starting to put on the brakes as Triggerfish Zones gets control of the tower here.
Oh, they do, but the Kraken jumped in and was able to get Vapor. Pepe somehow fighting in the front line, but this Kraken is going to help stall out more. Distracted players. Oh, nice direct there. And we have one more player behind. It's going to be Smork just on the junior popping bubble to stay alive.
Smork, you got to be careful. You've got Orca Ballestra looking at your left, your right, and your front. They're going to back up and try to get some and try to regroup with their teammates. But when you have Pepe going down to that Zuka, do you have enough time to regroup? We're going to find out. Orca Ballestra still holding things down. Femi back on a Jet with Cappy there to follow it up. One pick already, 2 picks for Orca Ballestra. They're looking for a repeat of game 1, and with more picks like that, it just might be a repeat. Cactus, you need to take us through it because I'm going to lose my mind here.
This is about to be a Kraken gets one more pick. It's just Vapor alive. Can they get on tower to stall it? Vapor's on tower to stall it, but they go down. Orca Ballestra, 4 players on the tower to secure that win. Orca Ballestra are 2-0 right now, putting Triggerfish Zones in the hot seat, about to be knocked out round 1 of top 32.
Stream, look at me. Just like, look at me right now. Just
pretend you're looking at Nito.
No. You'll be looking at me in a second.
You look at Nito in a second.
But like, just look at me for a second.
I'm looking.
It's 2-0, and we just started. We were a little behind, but now with how quickly things are going,
I
think we're on time.
I mean, there are some close matches that I knew were going to happen in top 32. This I thought was going to be one of them, but Triggerfish Zones right now is just unable to find their footing. I mean, Orca Ballestra is just relentless, and I feel it has to do with just the range disadvantage that Triggerfish Zone Supremacy has right now, because Orca Ballestra, they have the ball point. They're running with that range blaster. They're able to apply so much pressure that Triggerfish Zone Supremacy can't seem to find a way in, especially with, again, triple short range. I mean, that's such a hard comp to have to fight something like this with. You're really going to have to account for your specials, especially Pepe Zuka.
And here's the thing about Triggerfish Zones. It's not like this team is new to mid-high level gameplay. I mean, they won Division 3 this season in Ludi, so we know that Triggerfish Zones has got what it takes to bring the fight to Orca Ballestra, a Div 1 team. So, the funny thing about the one thing I like about LANs is that all that gets thrown out the window.
Yeah.
What is a division? Like, what's a result?
What is a div?
What is a div? What's a gameplay? Why is DRF dancing like that? You need better dance moves, dude. Okay, you stop. Never mind. We're good.
It's all right. They're going ahead. They're just, giving each other the team prep, and you love to see that. Sometimes when you're down in a situation like that, you gotta give your team a little bit of an upping, right? You gotta tell them, hey, listen, I know we're down 2-0. Even if we lose, it's not over. They're still the loser side of the bracket. But even then, we have opportunity for reverse sweep. These next couple maps could be great for Triggerfish Zone Supremacy. As long as they're not rushing in here, playing a little bit more together. As we saw at the end there, unfortunately, it was the last couple of seconds of tower. You had to have players just kind of diving forward. Vapor almost had a great job at securing that, but, it was a 1v4. only so much can happen. But Nito, that's the bell. We're going in to game number 3.
Oh, that was totally planned as we go to game 3, which is going to be on Mega Mart. I saw earlier Vapor standing up, giving TZS a little pep talk here. We're going to see if it's enough Splat Zones on Mega Mart. It's going to be the next game. Orca Ballestra 1 game away from going to the next round.
That they are, Nito. Here comes players going down. Capbean immediately takes out Pepe, and down goes DRF to Femi. Again, just the range is relentless. Down goes Smork, and it's just Vapor up.
Lord.
And look at this special buildup immediately coming out of Orca Ballestra. They are in clear knockout territory, but they are able to get down the shot for Nozuka.
Look at this, we're already 3 players down. It might be more. Or Capbean here challenging the triple splashdown before it comes out. Femi now with the jet. Watch for that jet. Femi's been doing excellent with pressure with a jet. But Vapor cancels it before it comes out. Smork goes down. They're trading picks over in this left stack, or at least TZS's left stack, as we start to move towards the zone. Triggerfish zone starting to score. I should note, this is their first points of the game. They have started to score points in this set. Orca Ballestra still have enough to at least channel it, but how much do they have?
Oh man, that splashdown clearing some more space. That was a good bubble usage. Right now you're seeing a lot of team synergy come out from Triggerfish Zone Supremacy. They have to play together and take a lot of 2v1s, and that's exactly what they're doing. DRF doing a great job throwing those fizzies. Here comes an Inkjet. Here comes a Kraken. What is Triggerfish going to do to try to stay alive? They're being chased all around the map. Will they stay alive? But no, Azuka takes out Smork. Somehow Capbean's still here behind, but gets a direct. But they still hold zone, and they get lead, Nito.
That's the pop-off from DRF, if you can hear that. And they're still popping off. They've held the zone, and they're still getting some more points on the road. Goro, that lead is the goal for Triggerfish Zones. As Orca Ballestra is challenging and contesting the zone. They have gotten control of the zone. It doesn't feel, with the score, it doesn't feel like it should be Game 5 energy, but it feels like I'm already getting Game 5 energy here. Triggerfish Zones is turning up the heat now.
They're turning it up, Nito, and they're putting it on blast. We see Triggerfish Zone Supremacy holding some great space. A shark by Pepe. Can they find it? Yes, they will. And it's a trade, but mind you, that's a trade of their zap. That means no cooler for Orca Ballestra, counting down this penalty points.
The penalty points coming down. The Zuka shots coming down. That's Triggerfish Zones with the pick. Oh my goodness. I might just stop doing play-by-play and just start giving my reactions, because there's nothing I can say. Triggerfish Zones still holding onto the zone. Both teams going 2 players down. There's the splashdown coming down. Lankai still alive for now, got him. But Smork gets the pick. Can they get more picks and hold control of the zone? Yes, they do. But how long will it last? They're starting to go down. Orca Ballestra looking to crunch things up, unless DRF has anything to say about it. DRF giving them a little bit of trouble. Starting back up here. Still anybody's game here.
DRF is holding the behind and joins Pepe. Now, unfortunately, though, Pepe feeds forward. DRF was not there to support. But can we get a shark and get a pick here? No. DRF is going to go down with Cooler. But they are able to get another pick off on Orca Ballestra. They're trying to hold the bubble wall, have a little bit of security. But you're going to see Capbean with that Kraken chase Smork down. Smork, you got to get out of there. Penalty points are now over. Ball point goes down to Azuka from Pepe, and they're going to try to take the zone back.
Oh, it's so scary, especially now you're in a 2-0 situation. Triggerfish Zones has no choice. They need to hold on to the zone here. They are fighting to keep themselves out of loser's bracket, but they are fighting very, very well here. They still have control of the zone, and it's Pepe now taking a 2v1 on the side of your screen there. Pepe goes down, so it's all up to Squeak and Tapping from Orca Ballestra to get control back. Can they get control back? They've got Cooler. That should certainly help them out, and we're going to see how far that control gets them. That Triggerfish Zone is now getting back on his own. DRF getting picked. I call him the support slosher. They're definitely not the support slosher now.
Oh, and that bubble was so huge to pop as well. You have Vapor alive with a splashdown. Vapor gets another splashdown to the zone.
My goodness.
They just have to hold Nito. Only 10 more ticks. They get down to shot. 5 more to go. They have Squeeze down. They're rushing the zone. Triggerfish gets it. Triggerfish wins game 3 on a way to a reverse sweep.
I need to put away the bit for a second. That pop-off is well-deserved. Triggerfish Zones fighting for their bracket lives here in Game 3, and they've won the battle here. Can they win the war? We're going to find out really soon here. Game 3 goes to Triggerfish Zones, and it's now 2-1. Still Orca Ballestra at match point, but Triggerfish Zones, I'm going to look down at you and say, you guys are doing good.
They're doing
good.
They locked in. They turned it around. I mean, that was incredible. Just to think when you think they're down for the count, they come in together as a team. They get those players that they knew were giving them trouble. Some will call priority players that you want to make sure you're knocking out of that game so you're able to get a strong hold. I mean, that was just incredible. Of course, we see some pep talks going in between these teams here, between Orca Ballestra, trying to figure out what they could do a little bit differently, because it seems Triggerfish was able to have a really good opportunity to get them off guard.
I mean, look at, I like pointing out little stuff like this, like the emotion between both of these teams. Orca Ballestra knows they still have game points, so they're keeping themselves calm, keep themselves collected, know that this game is still in your hands. Triggerfish Zones, I mean, look at them. They're all just completely, I don't know, is this an emotion you can describe accurately? They're all just ready to go, and they need to keep this going.
Yeah, they're antsy. They want to get into that next match. You see them talking, discussing certain things, especially with this next map mode. You want to be able to secure this win and bring it to a game 5. If you're Triggerfish Zone Supremacy, do what you did that last game. You might have lost some footing previously, but you're able to come back from it as long as you're going in together, you're playing together, you're applying pressure with your sub-weapons and your specials, and ultimately taking the players out. I mean, we saw how on the front line Pepe was going on in. You had DRF supporting really close behind with those fizzies and even coming forward. And again, DRF is the cooler user. It can only go so far.
The DRF is the cooler user. If you're here, you're probably seeing it over there. If not, you're going to see it on the screen right now as we go to Game 4. Orca Ballestra still on match point, but Triggerfish Zones not backing out without a fight, and that fight's going to continue here as we go to Rainmaker on Manta Maria. No major changes yet. DRF with the Ninja Squid. Expect more of that support that we saw earlier.
Absolutely. This is going to be an interesting map for both these teams, right? Because Blaster does a great job at taking space, but so does the Xplosher. You're able to really get those picks over those ledges, and that's going to be really key here. We did see an immediate Zuka come out from Pepe, trying to find one. None is found. Pepe looking for a flank route. They're going to get caught out and get splatted, and you're going to see Orca Ballestra pick this up right away, see if they can go for that right checkpoint as they are cool it up.
Squeeg's a name I've seen for a long time, since the days of Power Rank, but now they're on Orca Ballestra, and now they're in top 32 as Femi gets a pick with the Jet. Can they get another? They do get another. There are 2 players down on Triggerfish Zones that they tried to continue this push, but they do not get the pedestal, courtesy of a pick from Vapor there, who isn't able to get the jump out. Orca Ballestra is able to continue this push, and they will get the pedestal.
All right, Orca Ballestra still holding hard forward. Capping gets another, though, with a nice direct. Kraken to bring this Rainmaker forward. Nito, this could be scary for Triggerfish Zone if this Rainmaker gets down there. They hold it right at 29.
Mom, hold me. I'm scared. This is a scary push for Triggerfish Zone. Remember, they are still in game. Orca Ballestra are still in match point here, but Triggerfish Zones is also the one that came back on that Mako Zones game. So things are nowhere near over for both of these teams as Triggerfish Zones starts to pick up the Rainmaker. The Zuka starts to come out. Will they get a pick with that Zuka? We'll find out pretty soon. Actually, they get one member of Orca Ballestra gets picked off. Both teams losing players as we see, or we try to see where this push gets them.
Absolutely. We do see the Inkjet now coming out from Femi trying to get a pick on Pepe. They will secure that one. Can they get a pick on the Rainmaker? Can they get Vapor? No, they cannot. Recall comes on back. Squeeze is fighting DRF on the side. DRF you gotta get out. No! A 2v1 takes them out, and now that's 3 players down. It's just the Junior, but that's gonna be a free run unless Smart can stop them. They just barely do. Down to 23 points remaining for Orca Ballestra.
I know I say no lead is safe in competitive Splatoon, but look at where the Rainmaker is. It's gonna be take a lot for Triggerfish Zones to get it out of this little divot here. As Orca Ballestra continues this push, there's only 2 of them standing, 2 of them strong. Pepe not able to get the pick as Squeak jumps out, and now Triggerfish Zones has a bit of breathing room here. They're able to get some paint down. They're able to get some specials up. They're gonna need it because Orca Ballestra is going in with the accelerator to the floor here. Orca Ballestra will not relent, and no Triggerfish Zones needs to expect that as they start this push.
Yeah, Triggerfish is looking for this left checkpoint. Unfortunately, Pepe will go down. Can they get over in time? Will they die? Or the bomb gets them? Oh, bomb flat right before the check will take them out. Again, it's only Smork up back in their ramp. Orca Ballestra with an incredible defense trying to hold. They're going to get Pepe with this Rainmaker. No, the players will help them out, though. Squeege is going to have the Rainmaker, so that means they're not going to be able to have they're cooler, which is actually a good opportunity here. As they're going to see DRF go and get 1. Can they find 2? Nope. Can Pepe clean up, though, on the side? Yes, they will. Pepe gets 1.
This is going to be the longest 2 minutes of TZS's life here as Orca Ballestra stops them from getting the checkpoint. They stopped them from going further. And now Femi has the jet. Femi's been doing pretty well with the jet here. Will they get a pick off from here? Will they get something going with this? Yes, they do. There's Smork going down. There's the RF going down. Will they get Vapor? That's a 3. Can we make it 4? No, Pepe able to hold it down there as Orca Ballestra still holding on to the lead, but TZS getting things here.
It's getting dicey, Nito. We see Capping holding their pit, their snipe area here, trying to get a pick. I think what Triggerfish needs to do is take care of that ball point as well with the blaster. That's the range that's really causing them some damage. If they could just take out those players, they'll be in for a great time because you see both the range on those weapons taking out DRF.
Oh my goodness. I'm already losing my voice. We're in set 1.
Oh!
We're in set 1.
Oh my god!
And if Vapor,
they got him!
They got him! Yes, you do. There are 2 players left. Orca Ballestra needs to get this push stop. They've gone past the first checkpoint. That's going to help out at least to some degree. There's 40 seconds left. Cactus, you need to take it away. I don't know what to say here. It's going to get very close here. It's going to get very dicey.
We do see Vapor getting 1,
goodness.
but it's not enough. Will that Zuka over get Vapor? Barely. Lanky's trying to go in and get 1. TRF gets a double, but you have both range weapons right now going to just cause some trouble. 20 seconds left. You have Paper pick it up. Vapor's pushing. They get the ball point, Nito. They're pushing this forward, but they crack it. They are alive. Vapor's got to stay up. Nito, I'm losing my mind. They're going. They just need lead. Can they get it?
No.
They got it! Oh my god, Nito! They have it with only 5 seconds left. They have the whole pop. They cannot let them get it. 2 seconds left. Overtime's gonna start. Nito, take us into overtime. I'm losing my voice.
Vapor, it's all you. If it's Triggerfish Stones, it's all you. You are currently the 1 out of spawn, but everyone's respawned now. So Orca Ballestra has 4 people to look forward to. 1 already goes down to Junior going down for Triggerfish Zones. Orca Ballestra has 4 more to look forward to.
DRF gets it! DRF gets it!
DRF with the pick to keep Triggerfish Zones alive. We're going to game 5. Look at them. Look at them. One more. Is this?
One more.
One more is the chance as Triggerfish Zones takes Orca Ballestra to game 5.
I don't know if you can hear the players. I don't know if you can hear the crowd. You might be able to because the crowd is losing it. These players are losing it. You are watching an opportunity for Triggerfish Zone Supremacy to take a reverse sweep on Orca Ballestra.
Mom, pick me up. I'm so scared. What's going on? Mom, pick me up. Wait, she speaks Spanish. Mamá, por favor, recógeme, porfa. Goodness gracious, we are in a game. That number below right there.
That says
it all. If you're just tuning in, that says it all. That's what Riptide is all about, and that's what this is all about, because we're going to game 5. Clan Blitz on Umami. Just give us a second. Kermit, give us a second.
Acknowledge.
Take a break.
It's okay.
Yeah, we do have
Relax,
a dog
Kermit.
here.
Relax, Kermit. It's okay. I know. It's a lot. It's a lot, buddy.
And while you do that, sign my poster real quick. But, oh my goodness. Let's just, let's think about what's going on here. 2 wins. 2 wins. Game 5. Clan Blitz on Umami. This really is for all the marbles now.
This is for all the marbles. This is one of the closest sets I've seen so far, at least at teams at this caliber. I mean, like I mentioned before, top 32 is full of close matches, and Triggerfish is making me eat my words when I mentioned this seems to be close to one-sided, but they're doing a fantastic job at showing they're down, but they're not out.
One more time is the champ from Vapor as they pull out the heart-shaped hand symbol there.
They're ready.
We're
going into a Nito Clan Blitz Umami Ruins. Let's get this show on the road.
All right, no changes from Triggerfish Zones. No changes from Orca Ballestra. This is going to be a straight battle to the finish. Get things started for both teams. Again, no major changes. DRF, remember, he was the one credited with the game-saving pick. Taking us to a game 5 here. Cactus, we're going to need to talk about a lot of things here. No changes, but there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, besides no changes, you're going to see an extreme change here by Triggerfish. Unfortunately, DF goes down, but Azuka takes out 2 for Pepe. Pepe got flanked around, and it's going to be Squeeze getting 2. And look at the pacing. Nito, that's the difference. The pacing is so different. They're so much more aggressive. They're going forward in situations where you would not see them before because they were playing it safe. But now, like you said, all the marbles are on the table. They gotta find ways to secure this game.
All the marbles are on the table, and so far, it's Orca Ballestra starting to take a few of them. I mean, we saw an excellent double. No, Triggerfish Jones taking it now. As we've seen him start to move up slightly. Oh my goodness, Pepe with the pick. 1 minute on the clock, and we've already seen that. That just has to be the longest minute we've had on set so far. As we see Smork pass back to Power Clam. Vapor has a triple splashdown ready, expecting to use it very soon here. Look at where Orca Ballestra is. Look at where all the players are. Once that Zuko goes out, you can expect Vapor to try something here, unless they have to force it like that, but they go down.
That's what's dangerous when you start to force things like that, because now you're 2 players down, you have no cooler. Lanky's going to try to get some picks. The Blaster jumps in, they're going to chase Smork, but DRF is sharking, they don't know DRF is there. They're trying to poke on the right side. Can DRF get a pick? Can Vapor get the Blaster? No, Kraken is going to be available for Orca Ballestra. This could be an opportunity for them to go in as they get DRF here. Whoa, they're so weak. They get him there. Can they get Vapor, who has Splashdown? The Splashdown goes in, can't cancel the Kraken.
The Kraken save with Cat Bean. As they try to get something out of this Kraken, they're going to have to back out. Unless Vapor is able to kill in the pick. No, they do not. They have some assistance from another member of Orca Ballestra. Orca Ballestra now looking to get this show on the road. No team has scored a clam, but when you have fights like this, going back and forth across the entire map, when do you have time for a clam? As there's a pick from Femi. Femi's been doing very well with this Inkjet. Still looking for another pick. They've already got one. Squeak looking for a pick as well, looking for something here they've had. They're going to need to charge that coil very soon here because they do have a power clam and they need something to go with it. Triggerfish Zones will not relent. Watch for Pepe on the top of your screen there.
Yeah, Pepe is going to jump on out actually and try to save their Zuka. They must be close. That's a great angle though if they want to get a Ink Zuka to get these players out. Here's Zuka coming from the front though, getting these players out of the way. Pepe's now going to look forward, try to get a pick. It's going to be unsuccessful, but Orca Ballestra has a strong mid hold. Can they get one down? It's going to be 2, 3 players down. It's only Smork, but Smork is going to try to hold with the bubble and a bomb. They're trying to hold this defense up. Lanky will get in. Femi will Inkjet. The Splashdown will take them out. It's only the Blaster in Kraken, Nito.
Forget strategy. That is all out of the window. It's whoever survives the longest at this rate. And right now it was Orca Ballestra who was able to get the first clam opening, basket opening of the game. That was 3 minutes. We had to wait 3 minutes for that. So can you expect Triggerfish Zones to score in the next few minutes? Perhaps with these picks, whereas one pick going off for both teams there. We're going to see what both of them bring to the table. Minute 39 to go. It's game 5. Both of these teams playing to make it through to the next round. It feels like grand finals energy, and it feels like we're going to get a little bit more of that. We're going to see more picks going up for both sides.
They get 2. Can they get a power clam?
Yes,
Here
they go.
Triggerfish is pushing.
Cactus taken away.
They're pushing the clams in. They're going to score a couple at a time, but they don't have enough. Vapor will score a couple more, but they're nowhere near lead. They're going to try to jump into power clam. They get 1 player down. Here comes the power clam. Scored. That's the lead. And Triggerfish is still holding strong. It's not over yet, but with no clams, they might have to back out, give it some space, and that's what they'll do. They're not getting overzealous, Nito. They're holding on strong.
A heroic effort by both teams. Triggerfish Zones gets the lead. How long will it last? We're going to find out very soon here. 50 seconds left in the game. Orca Ballestra looking for something here, anything to get themselves back into the lead. But Triggerfish Zones keep finding the picks. Orca Ballestra also finding the picks. Both of these teams now down 1 player, but Triggerfish Zones has the cooler now. Anything that goes down here will be brought back almost instantly with this jet.
Wow.
Femi's been doing very well with the jet. Doesn't find anything here.
No.
But 2 players go down for Triggerfish Zones.
They go down, and Nito, these things are getting scary. They're only 2 power clams away, and they have a lot of specials, but they get the power clam user. That's 3 down, Nito. It's just Femi. They found Femi. Can they get Femi out? Yes, they will. What a pick.
They
and
also got the jump too. They got the jump too. Pepe, look at that. Can you hear the crowd? If you can hear the crowd, they're all shouting
The crowd's
TCN.
chanting for T.
They just need to hold down the fort. We're going to overtime. I'm not sure if we're going to have enough time. This overtime should go a lot longer.
Here's
but
Azuka.
One more push.
Nito, they get Smork.
Go ahead, dude. No. You go ahead.
They're
I
going
need
to
to
get
stare.
Vapor. Vapor's trying to stay alive. They have Splashdown. There goes a Splashdown. They get the ball. That's 2 down. Nino, they're going to run it, but there's Pepe to save it. That's a wipeout. They wipe it out. That's the game. Triggerfish Zone Supremacy. A successful reverse sweep on your screen.
No. Come here. I owe you an apology. I wasn't familiar with your game. I was on your team the whole time anyway. I was playing with you on the warm-up script. It's fine.
Wow.
Look at this. Look at all
Wow.
they're doing here. Oh my Lord. They're probably gonna stare back at me and they're just gonna point at me again, but like.
They did it. Wow. Nito.
Cactus.
I mean, and there's the group.
Match.
The group love.
Match of the set.
You did it, buddy.
You did
it, bro.
You did it for me.
For your number one
You did it for me. Fucking awesome.
Yes.
Y'all
The
did it
reverse.
for me.
The reverse.
I appreciate it. Keep screaming, DRF. You deserve it. There was beef. That was previously the TZS #1 hater.
Wow.
I'm proud to say I'm still TZS's #1 hater.